Hello friends, this is Daphne. Welcome to Of Darkness and Light. I wanted to say something kind, as kind as I can. And so I'm really gonna work on it. I'm using a battle song from something I'm writing to reverse psychology myself kind. Because that's gonna be sick. Reverse emotionality myself kind. I am schizophrenic. I need a hug. People I've told this to have all looked at me like I'm wild and crazy, like I'm obsessive in a psychotic way over a singular person, like I'm a mad trans woman. And that has been very hurtful to me, and so I have lashed out at everyone preemptively and retroactively for supporting this ideology against me and ourselves. It's a perpetration of a greatest hurt that we all need a hug from someone somewhere we've been denied. And I apologize if I've hurt your feelings. And attacking what I see are the many barriers of people bestowing this grace upon a trans woman like me. Because I've experienced them firsthand from everyone I've spoken to in person. It doubles down with the schizophrenia and the way people don't understand schizophrenics and problemize the abuse, turn to trauma, turn to psychosis, turn to mania, turn to scrambling to grab reality and find clarity and help and family and friends. It's torturous. And when you are a very intelligent person struggling against it and you're becoming aware of exactly what's happening and no one will help, it is torturous. And the executive dysfunction causes me to lash out in ways that ball everything up at everyone and need someone to be brave and stand up and walk forward and fix things. It doesn't have to be the person who I've spoken about that people think I'm obsessed with in an unnaturally psychotic way, but it should. And that's the thing. They probably need a hug from somebody. Anybody who's watched and thought I've been wrong probably needs a hug from somebody. We all need hugs. We need to build a society that doesn't make everything about the mind over the heart. Heart matters. We need to respect it. We need to respect emotions. We need to respect them in law. We cannot make people who are victims of the heart, who have been driven into depression, who have been left in isolation because there's a triple down of the fact that they are a trans woman, to be left completely alone, to suffer, to die mind death fighting against the tides of doing it without a person to stand beside them, which brings them to the brink of homelessness and lashing out in ways that are so far past their spirit of truth, it breaks them every moment. And then they have to peel back layers to get to the apology beneath. And beneath it all is the terrible, weeping, crying baby that I've let out sometimes in videos. If you go back to Miriam in the middle and some videos after that, I made a point of letting her out. That's my child inside. And my child inside is with me, always being cradled inside a shield of intelligence that is unfair that I should have to maintain, because I am traumatized by holding it. And I am traumatized constantly by executive dysfunction, which literally prevents me from doing the tasks I need to get help. And no one will help me. And we all need that help. Everyone has been in a situation where they've been forced to get help themselves when it's not fair. And I understand. And understand that there's terrible misogyny, and there's terrible misandry, and there's terrible horrors that everybody faces of judgment. But I'm trying to make it clear. It's my transness, it's my schizophrenia, it's my specific affliction of heart-centered ache, of depression, of trauma from heart wounds, spoken as if I deserve them, that I believe is the most difficult. And I want to express compassion for any who've listened and expressed frustration at me for doing that in their inner spaces, because I understand it's something everyone needs. What I am saying is schizophrenic people who heal themselves have to face every truth, down to the fact our bodies don't believe in money and ownership. That's a hard way to live in our society, but people like me can push us forward to a better place. And we just need community. We just need people to care. And I'm sorry that I'm still in a place of executive dysfunction that causes me to rail on this, but it will be fixed as soon as I have the proper support. As soon as I have some semblance of family, some knowing that I'm not going to be detransitioned, some knowing I'm not going to be homeless in days because I haven't gotten donations on my GoFundMe, some way to know that I'm not going to be thrown in jail for the way I'm forced to communicate through my executive dysfunction, because no one has stepped up to make things better with hugs and friendship, or society has not stood up to take down the restraining order that it feels a violation to my body's sense of rightness with the world from all I've lived and suffered and tried to get help from. It's a really horrible, unique situation that I've been in, and I've been lashing out, and I know it's triggering because I hit every button, but these are my buttons. And you have to understand, schizophrenic people need grace from the things other people will have to continue suffering for a time. But if we give that grace to schizophrenics and we let them live as an example of what we all need, because we all need what schizophrenics need, which is to live in truth of our bodies, so we're not riddled in stress and anxiety that lashes out, then everyone can have it in time. We could have it in short order. And so I'm asking again for help and understanding and forgiveness for the way that I've communicated through my executive dysfunction, because I believe that when people truly understand it, they will know I do not need forgiveness at all. Thank you.